Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial we're going to be learning how to properly straighten a wig. This is a step-by-step beginner friendly tutorial. If you know you want to get your straight wigs to the next level, then this video is for you. The things you would need are any of this lightweight wig oil. You can use any one as long as it is lightweight. The next is heat protectant. Heat protectant helps protect your hair from hot appliances like straightener, hot comb and the likes. The next are hair clips. You need them to hold the hairs together. You need a tail comb and a brush. You need hand glove to help protect your hand from hot appliances. You need hair straightener. You need hair wax for the closure area. Also need your hot comb for the closure area as well. After brushing the wig, I proceeded to use one of the oil I showed you earlier. I didn't use too much of this oil. I massaged it thoroughly into the hair because I know I'm still going to use more oil while straightening. Apply a good amount of heat protectant on the hair. One thing I have noticed about heat protectant is that it doesn't fully protect the hair from damage completely, but it is important and essential you use it. Imagine not using heat protectant on your hair at all, and all you do is to apply it on the hair. It's going to get damaged on time. So I pay attention to all these things. I'm a wig stylist and I'm also an hair vendor, so I pay attention to the product. I pay attention to the texture of the hair. It is very important to apply heat protectant. Some heat protectant comes in oil form. This is the sample here. So after clipping up the excess hair I don't need yet, I applied oil again, then went on to apply my heat protectant again. So now oil will keep moisture in your hair, and oil gives your hair a smooth texture, and the moisture it gives your hair, it will help it avoid it from drying out. So the heat protectant I'm using is a water-based heat protectant. Sometimes water can dry out your hair or your wig, and it depends on how the wig is chemically processed. This hair is a bone straight wig, so you need to know when to apply oil and heat protectant again in moderation in the hair. And again, in a case whereby you have to use heat on your hair, which means you are using your straightener, it will dry out some of the product on the hair because it is hot. So now this is the reason why you need heat protectant, to protect your hair from damage, but also it doesn't completely keep your hair from damage. So you should avoid straightening your hair every time, and this is why you should know how to care for your wigs, most especially after styling them. When getting a hair straightener, make sure you get a hair straightener that has a regulator. This is going to help you indicate the amount of heat you want to apply on your hair. The degree on my hair straightener is from 155 degrees to 230 degrees. So for the first part of straightening of this hair, I used 230, and at some point I noticed it was too hot due to the amount of hair in between my straightener. So you should have it in mind that the highest degree on your straightener is going to be very hot, and the amount of hair you carry matters as well. So I was switching in between 180 degrees to 230 degrees. The steam you see coming out from your hair whenever you use your hair straightener is as a result of the hotness from the hair straightener and the heat protectants. Make sure you buy a hair straightener that is hot and that has indicators, so you can be able to use the regulator to regulate the amount of heat you want. Now for you to properly know how to straighten the wig, pay attention. Section the hair first, comb the hair, then also use your hand to like stretch the hair as if you are straightening it. Just watch what I am doing. Use your hand to smoothen it well, to pack all the flyaways in the hair, because there are small flyaways in the hair. So you can see when I use my straightener, I stopped at a particular point. I didn't just straighten the hair from the beginning to the end at once. So from the beginning to the middle part, like almost reaching the down part of the hair, I'll stop. I'm going to go over like 2 to 3 times or 4 times depending on the volume of the hair, but don't pack too much hairs if you want to get a good result. So you can see I'm still using my hand to smoothen the hair. So I'm going to go again. As you slide the straightener on the hair, make sure your hand goes straight down. Follow the direction of the hair. The hair is a straight hair, it's not a wavy hair, so make sure it is straight. Don't curve your hand at all, don't bend your hand at all, just go straight down. Also, when straightening, don't leave your straightener on a particular spot for some few seconds. That few seconds can give your hair straightener marks. Straightener marks are the lines that will show just because of the edge of the straightener. So they will show when the straightener has been on the hair for some few seconds, and that should be avoided. Can you see the part I just touched with my comb now? That part is looking slightly wavy, and I straightened it together with the part I just finished straightening right now. So when straightening the next one, take it together with the other sectioned hair and straighten it together. Now let's do this again. Once you pick the hair you want to straighten, use your hand to smoothen it out, then comb it as well. You comb it, use your hand to smoothen it out. You can see what I am doing. So I took a small oil because I noticed the hair dried out, so that's how I did for some of the hairs. If I see that some of them are not moisturized enough, I go back and apply oil. So I'm using my hand to like smoothen it again. Like I said earlier, I'm going to comb it. A lot of smoothing for all these bone straight hairs or any hair, because some of them usually have flyaways. I'm combing it again. So the next thing I'm going to do is use my straightener now. So from the beginning to the middle part, it depends on how long the hair is. Do you get? From the beginning of the hair to the middle part of the hair, I'm going to put my hair in between the straightener. I'm going to press the straightener and slide it down to the middle part. I'm going to stop at the middle part. So when the hair is in between the straightener, press the straightener together and just slide it down. Slide it straight down. Make sure your hand is steady and is straight. As you slide it down, it's going to be like you're using the straightener to stretch the hair down so it can be straightened. So you have to do this over and over again, like up to 3 times. Then when you get to the middle part, you can now straighten the rest of the hair. I'm using the glove to hold the hair because it can be hot. Instead of using my comb, sometimes the comb will not pack all the hairs for me. So mostly what I use the comb for, if it doesn't pack it for me, it is to separate the hair that has been straightened away from the one that has not been straightened. Now that I'm about to straighten another, I'm going to take small from the one that I've straightened before, just to be sure that I am doing it well. And remember, I showed you one the other time and I said this particular side is a bit slightly wavy. So to avoid that, just always take small from the edge of the one you straightened before and straighten together with the new one you want to straighten. I don't know if you understand, but watch again to understand and listen. After I was done straightening the wig, I proceeded to style the closure, and after I was done with that, I proceeded to cut the hair. I trimmed it a little bit and layered the front just as the client asked me to do, and this is the final look. Kindly click on the like button if this video was helpful to you in any way. Subscribe to my channel, drop your comments, let me know what's up, let me know what you've learned so far, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye.